widely. We have resolved to provide an enabling environment to get more people into our party. Our hands are open. We are appealing to those who would like to join our party. In particular, we are inviting the governor and his officials to join our party, the APC. We are calling him with a loud voice that we are creating an enabling environment for the governor of Kano State and his party to come into our party so that we make a solid, a very large followership. Will work day and night to ensure that Kano State is converted to one-party state.
Well, Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss this not-so-surprising call by the APC national chairman, which seems to communicate a different feel in his reason for making it. That's making Kano a one-party state. He'll also be looking at the impact of such an advocacy on democratic tenets such as multi-party system and freedom of choice for voters. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale. Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here as usual.
What do you make of this call by Abdullahi Ganduje? Were you taken by surprise at all by this?
I really don't know, but I think it's what I would call high political melodrama or a political comedy. You see, it's very funny and laughable, but we need to comment seriously on it. In one of the newspapers, not this day, it was asking people to defect from their party to the ruling party. And it was used the word defect, that the defectors will be taken care of. Ganduje is a well-educated man. He has a PhD in public administration and is an educationist. The word defect immediately brings to mind disloyalty and treachery. So how can you talk to people and want them to join you? You use a pejorative term. That is one. That's why I said it's like a melodrama or a comedy. That is why I cannot be serious and be talking to people like that. But he himself is a product of defection, and he has benefited immensely from defection. So if he's calling on others to come and eat bread on the basis of defection, he's welcome to it. But see, look at the history of Kano. Kano has always been a bastion of radical politics since independence, or even before independence. And the father of Kano politics is Aminu Kano. And you see, Aminu Kano was such an agitator that J.S. Tucker, the leader of Middle Belt, at one stage, when the military came in and they made both of them ministers, and they wanted to go back to politics. Some people suggested that Aminu Kano should be president, but Tucker said, oh, he's such an agitator. Even if he was made president, he would forget one day and carry a placard that the president must go. That is the nature of Kano politics. And look at Ganduje. Ganduje has been deputy governor. I knew him when he was deputy governor to Kwakwanso. And they had a beautiful team, one of the best set of governor and deputy governor that I have ever seen. And they improved Kano. And you will think, of course, it succeeded Kwakwanso. But now see, the table has turned. This is the one trying to bring in Kwakwanso to APC. And the only thing Kwakwanso has now is one state, that's Kano. He's still trying to buy them over. But that is the nature of our own politics. That is its own grand design. Does not mean it should work. And the fact that it should be corrected, that it should not use the word defect, trying to woo people. That is one. Then, you see, you cannot talk of Kano now without talking of the Supreme Court of Appeal judgment that went to and that made the present governor. See, a person who has survived that sort of Court of Appeal judgment, through the help of the Supreme Court, you want him to come back to the same party that knocked him out. I see one thing I will always remind people about Kano is that at the Supreme Court, Justice Okoro used, I would say, judicial language to describe what we saw in broad daylight when we had two certified true copies of the judgment at the Court of Appeal. So he said, he lamented, he said they even gave victory to the two parties. Now, after that, the governor, the sitting governor who won the appeal, made a fantastic speech that would know that there are many statesmen in Kano, many state-educated men in Kano. And Kano has a solid pedigree in that regard. Apart from Aminu Kano, Abubakar Rimi, these are people who, you see, the politics of Kano is called the politics of the Takalawas. That's looking after the masses. And Aminu Kano was the one who started that. And that political culture is still there. So that is about Kano. He has his own grand design. How he will swallow NMPP in Kano will be a miracle that we will all watch. I hope he doesn't get stuck in his throat in the process of
Mr. Sobowale.
Because you see, New Nigeria People's Party, which Kakwanso heads, if not for the ups and downs of Nigerian politics, it should have gone around the whole country. I know there are representatives in Lagos, my friend Dipo Johnson, and they still have their own ambition. And so I don't see Ganduje's dream swallowing up their pride and their own ambition. That is it. Right. But then, do I still have time?
You can just, I'll let you land, please.
Yes, because the legal side of it, I've mentioned you see, there is an equivalent, and I want to bring an American example. There is a case going on in America now involving the Texas governor and the federal government. And the Supreme Court, the Texas governor said immigrants, illegal immigrants are infiltrating, bringing drugs and so on, that is his state, he will stop them. The president ruled against him. They went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court ruled in favor of the president. But that governor said he will not buy it because the president has abdicated responsibility. And now he will protect his people really nilly. You get me? So I hope we don't get to that state, but if we do, that is the beauty of multi-party politics. They are not in the same party, but everybody knows the principles they are fighting for. 25 state governors of the Republican Party are back the state governor. That fight. That's the rule of law, and that's the multi-party system. That's the beauty of democracy.
That is the beauty of democracy. I wish we could have gotten more into this, but I think we don't have time. I would have loved to hear your take on whether this is an endorsement for the Kwankwasia movement, but I think you've indirectly answered that.
Of course,
we need to go for
they can't swallow Kwankwasia.
Kwankwasia. All right, I know you're going to stay with us, Mr. Dayo Sobowale, but thank you for that analysis.